we did it. We did our first event last night, and honestly, wow, what an experience, man. We managed to have 23 people in the room in total, and it was just magical, man. Honestly, from start to finish, just had so much fun. Definitely caught it though. I was excited in the morning, but as the day got on, I definitely started feeling a bit apprehensive. But I think that's entirely normal, especially when you're doing something new, right? So not too worried about it. But I think where me and Pels really showed our resilience yesterday, was there was a few times where things were going a bit sideways, things were going a bit wrong. Like, we were on our way to the event and we'd booked an Uber, so we'd brought all the stuff outside our apartment to wait for the Uber. And it's taken ages to connect. We're waiting, no Uber. Then it finally connects. 16 minutes. 16 minutes to get picked up. So I'm like, okay, cool. 16 minutes, that's nice. We had to order an Uber Pet because we had Nisa with us. Fortunately, Nisa was allowed in the studio. It is a dog-friendly studio and cafe. So we brought Nisa along. She actually sat in the event with us. But anyway, back to the story at hand. And so now we're waiting for this Uber outside. It's raining too, so we're kind of like just undercover. But the problem being is that there was an event on until 6, and our event started at 6:30, right? So there wasn't really much prep we could do anyway. But we were kind of like, oh shit, this isn't good. When the Uber eventually turned up, the ETA was like 5:40, so we were going to get there 20 minutes before we could go in the room, basically. But whilst I was waiting, I was just like, you know what, just breathe. This is fine. Like, you can't change anything. Don't try and rush it, because it's out of my control. And this is a very odd thought process for me, because I am someone that tends to have a rushing demeanor, especially under these sort of circumstances. Like, come on, let's get ready. Come on, let's get out the door. Come on, rush, get. Whereas Pels has always been on the other side. Like, if we're getting for a train, like, she'll drive me nuts because she won't run for it. She won't rush for it. If we're late, she'll just be like, yeah, man, we're going to But somehow, I call her Jammy, because somehow this usually happens when, like, we're not together, but she's catching a train or something. She'll always make it, or it will be delayed 5 minutes and she'll get on it. And it's just like, how do you do that? Like, she's like, just always works out for me. So I'm like, motherfucker, what? So I said to her last night over dinner, I was like, with that whole Uber situation, I was just challenging you. I was just there like, what would Pals do? And that's pretty much what I did. I just dropped into, like, trusting, like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's outside of my control. There's no point stressing about it, because that's just going to make me feel worse. So, you know, you'll get there when you get there, and hopefully everything works out. If you're late, you're late. And if you're a little bit behind, well, you're a little bit behind. People are going to have to wait. Like, it is what it is, right? But as we sat there in the Uber on our way there, Pels turned to me, she's like, you're right. And I was just like, I turned back to her and I was like, yeah, I am actually. I'm really good. Because I had kind of noticed how calm I'd felt, despite the little chaotic bit of uncertainty. And I said to her, I was like, it's a good thing that we're getting here at this time, to be fair, because we'd probably just we couldn't set up anyway. So I was like, we're just going to be sat there, like, letting our thoughts run with us. And I was like, then we'd start stressing. And she's like, yeah, you're right. So guess what? It all worked out for the best. And of course, once it turned 6, we went in there, we started setting up. Catherine, who owns Catherine's place, she's the owner of Catherine's place there. She helped us too. I don't think we would have set up in time if she hadn't helped us. So that was a blessing as well. But I think that's the fun thing about events. You never really know how it's going to go until you do it, especially if it's like the first one of that kind that you've put on. You can't tell how long it's going to take to set up, or how long, because there's uncertainties. There's certain things you just can't time. You can have a good idea, but it doesn't work that way. So you have to do it first and then find out. Fuck around and find out, right? So yeah, we learned with 3 people, the setup, we were done in about 25 minutes. But if Catherine wasn't there, we definitely would have been late. So on our own, well, just us 2, we would need 45 minutes for sure. But with all that being said, we were set up. We walked out of the event space into the cafe. The room was full. It was just great, man. Like, it was so nice to see so many people there. So nice to see so many people coming to our event. And just, I feel really grateful at the minute, man. Like, we can't wait to put on the next one already. It's in a couple of weeks' time, so I guess from now until then we're going to work on a few more things that we want to bring to fruition event-wise, different types of events, and also getting prepared and ready for the next one as well. In terms of like the flow and how it went, there isn't really much that we'd change. Maybe a few props and things like that, pillows, eye masks, that sort of thing. But in terms of like the whole way we did it, like it was fun. It was really fun. It was it was a funny moment where we bought these new rugs, which I hadn't played the bowls on before. So I guess the weight / the friction of the rugs is different to like what I'm used to. So it's like it required a different touch. So as I got to the smaller bowls, which are a lot more delicate, they started moving across the rug. So I was like, oh shit, this isn't working. Lisa, come on this way. Lisa, come on. Lisa, hello. This wasn't working, and I was trying to signal to Pearls to like pick this up so she could move it somewhere else for me. So I was like, and she couldn't understand what I meant. I was like, pick it up, put it here. And she was like, the light, because we had little lights in the bowls. No, couldn't get it. About the 10th time of me, whilst playing 2 bowls, by the way, trying to go, she figures it out. And I was like, thank you so much. So yeah, I guess that's just something to practice at home. Need to get the rugs out and practice on there, because that was a little bit squeaky bumhole. But again, overcome it, didn't let it ruin the experience. And the best part of it all was at the end, when people were leaving, you know, everyone was like mentioning how, like, to each other, how great that was. And then when we said bye to everyone, we stood by the door and, like, you know, said bye to peeps. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. They were like, oh, that was amazing, thank you so much. And it's just like, it's like when you cook a meal and you cook a meal for someone and they tell you how amazing it tastes. It's that feeling, you know, when you've done something for someone else and they thank you for it and tell you how nice it was. It really just warms up your heart, man. It really just like fills you with a different type of joy. You know what I'm talking about. You've cooked a meal for someone before. It's literally that feeling. But it's such a lovely feeling, man, because it's like, I guess it's the greatest form of love, you know what I mean? It's like when you're doing things for other people just to help them out, just because, like, you know, you want to, just because you care, it fills your cup as well. Like, okay, it was a big day, okay, like, yeah, getting there and back was a lot, but the actual doing the event and putting that on, I felt that was filling up my cup rather than draining me. Like, it was so much fun. I didn't really want to stop playing. Like, I wish we could do a 2-hour one. Maybe we will. I mean, there's no restrictions to doing a 2-hour one, so that's definitely something we can do in the future. But yeah, like, it's just like coming back to enjoying ourselves, really. And I think for a long time with our business, and probably why we were so burnt out, is because we were, one, doing too much at once, but two, we were doing stuff that, although, you know, we thought we wanted to do, and yeah, it was growing our business and whatever, it wasn't aligned with what we actually wanted to do. But right now, doing events, that's what we set out to do anyway, because it literally requires every single skill that we have. Plus, we really enjoy working together in that way, curating events, putting on events, marketing events. Like, there's so many different facets of our brains that you get to use by putting these things on. And also, we work really well together. Before we was even a relationship, we started a business together, a clothing business. And from that, really, we grew our friendship, because we were like, oh, like, we work really well together. And then obviously when we got into a relationship, we kind of like, well, you know, we've done events before, and we know we work really well together, so we should probably do that. And that's where we are now. Full flow, back into alignment with what we set out to do from the beginning, having fun and just enjoying it, man. I really think all this is coming at the best time ever. We're like 2 weeks into the dopamine detox today. Today we're going to go to the gym. It's going to be the 5th time we've gone, and so far it's so good. I think, like, the things that I've cut out, YouTube, TV, smoking weed, I don't actually miss them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, last night I did feel like calling on a celebratory smoke just for a moment, but I was like, nah, we'll have some sugar-free chocolate instead, because it's like, why do I need to smoke for anyway to celebrate? Like, do you know what I mean? Save that shit. And I'm actually really enjoying being clear-minded at the minute. I'm feeling like, I'm noticing just how weed actually does affect you. You don't notice it when you're smoking it, but when you stop and you start getting your mind back, you realize like, oh right, this does actually have like a bit of an effect on me. There is a bit of like a lasting haze, if you will. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, since like cutting those things out, it's just been like my focus is going to other places, and where my focus is going is to building our lives, building, I guess, you know, our business, building our relationships, just building like more presence as well, really. Nisa, please don't just walk away. Come here. Yeah, you decided you're done, huh? Come on, right there. Oh, I'm just going to turn this round. Apologies, because, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I think everything is just falling into place, and I'm definitely still navigating a little bit of resistance, a little bit of self-doubt, a little bit of like, oh shit, is this going to work out? But at the same time, it's like I'm moving my feet forward every time, and I'm like overcoming those feelings, overcoming the doubts, overcoming the thoughts that are kind of just like, you know, not helping. And I'm just waking up every day and doing the hard thing, and it's annoying because I'm like, why didn't I just do the hard thing before? Like, why was I putting off so much? It's like, well, this is why you were distracting yourself, because the hard thing is hard. It's easy to do the easy thing, so you just turn to that all the time. But when you cut the easy things out, guess what happens? The hard things actually become easy. They stop being hard because you haven't got any other choice. It's like, do the hard things or do nothing. So sometimes you do nothing, which is also great. You should definitely try experimenting with doing nothing from time to time, even for like a couple more minutes. You know, you are doing pretty well at it, I'm sure, but you can do better. And the other thing, of course, is, you know, just doing the things. Once you start doing the things, you get rid of the easy things. The hard things just become things, and every time you do the hard things, you reinforce that muscle of, oh, I can do this. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, have a great day.